How's everyone doing? I'm going live impromptu, so we will see who shows up. But some people will watch this at some point, even if you don't catch me live. This will be up for the replay. I have to do my hair, and I just want to talk to y'all while I do that. I have places to be today. And I just figured, again, why not, while I'm just sitting down and actually doing something, let me, multitask, because I know how to multitask. But anywho, I'm going to start off talking about, hi, welcome in. I'm going to start off talking about some pop culture topics, and then I'm going to get into just real life at the end. But anywho, let's start off talking about pop culture. So, of course, hot topic right now, Cardi B just announced that, hi, welcome in, y'all. She just announced that she's pregnant with her fourth kid. Of course, we knew that. We could tell, the whole time. We could see it. It was like beyond obvious. She's been dressing a particular way. She's been waddling. She's been walking crazy. All of this stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Those of us with eyes and discernment, like, we knew she was pregnant. This is, nothing to be like, oh, hey, what's up, Dion? This is nothing to be like, oh my God, like, she's pregnant, what? I just started, so you're not late. So, like, yeah, like, those of us, again, who know how to use our eyes, we knew she was pregnant. But anywho, right, hey, what's up, Mina? It was beyond obvious. Like, what I find so funny about it is she just announced a tour and she's pregnant. So, I mean, okay. But, I'm not going to the tour anyway. I'm not concerned about a tour. I'm not concerned. I'm not a Cardi B fan. Just a blogger. But yeah. Will she go on tour? I don't know. I mean, she's very pregnant. So by the time she goes on tour, she would have definitely have had the baby by then. So, okay. But she'll have 2 kids under the age of 2, and that'll bring its own challenges. But I mean, Cardi B has help. Cardi B has help. Now, I just want to kind of talk about, of course, the woke aspect of this. Hollywood has an agenda to make sure that Black people, those who are pulled into the program, they don't want you to value marriage, the family unit, nothing. Because we're seeing this with Clarissa and Papoose, and we're seeing it with Cardi and Offset. They are doing their best to use them as puppets to just destroy marriage, destroy the meaning of marriage. I mean, they've been doing that. They did that with Tiana and Iman. They did that with Tiana and Iman. They sat there the whole marriage talking about how, they do threesomes and like all this other like little freaky shit, which does what? Like, just degrade the meaning of marriage, degrade the union that is marriage, because they want you to believe that marriage is just a piece of paper. Black people started that. You don't hear white people running around with that type of rhetoric, because marriage is a lot more than just a piece of paper. But if they can get you to believe that, then you'll never get married because you don't value it. And marriage, I always tell you guys, is one of the fastest ways to build wealth. Marriage and home ownership. Now, the elites are working on making sure you can't even afford to buy a home, whether black, white, candy stripe, they don't care. Oh, Lord. But as far as marriage, you know, there are people, you know, still getting married every day, but they want to make sure that Black people don't value marriage, and Black people don't. And so they keep putting they keep putting these puppets in front of you who degrade the meaning of marriage and continue to keep, because there's a lot of people who are like super jaded. Like when I read some of my comments sometimes, like it just makes no sense how jaded certain people are and like how bitter certain people are. And they come online, like when I did the video about Beyonce and, you know, and Jay-Z at the Casino Reform Gala, somebody was like, well, she's a woman, so if there's any money involved, she's down with it. And I said, who hurt you? I said, you sound very jaded. Who hurt you? And he responded like saying just something like, because all women, you know, are all about the money, just something like really bitter and like jaded. Of course, Black man. Of course. And there's a lot of bitter white ones, you know, again, a lot of men being red pilled. Just crazy. And again, that's why Kevin Samuels was an agent. He was an agent. Like, he made a lot of Black men, you know, just believe all these like negative things about women, and he was an agent. And this is why so many young men are dying alone, you know, or incels. No women want them, because it's like, again, you're so bitter and you're so jaded. Like, I can tell when I meet guys, like I can tell when they've been listening to too much social media, to too much, you know, podcasters and bloggers and like all these things. You know, you can tell. Same way with the women. Like, you can tell when they've been listening to too much of the City Girls and too much Shira. Like, these people are plants. These people are witches and warlocks. Hey, what's up, Serenity? Good morning. So what I'm saying is Cardi B is still legally married, pregnant by another man. Clarissa and Papoose. Papoose is still legally married. Remy Ma is still legally married. And they're both parading around. What's up, Shamada? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm live too. I got to get my hair done, and I figured, like, why not, like, talk to y'all? Hey, what's up, creation? So I'm just up here talking about how the elites have an agenda to make Black people value marriage less and less and less. And there are many of us who are waking up, and they always send puppets out to do their dirty work. That's what I'm saying. Cardi B is still legally married. Papoose and Remy Ma are still legally married. But yet they're running around like they're single in new relationships when they could just be finalizing a divorce. So why aren't they? And it's because they're pushing an agenda. They're getting rewarded by the elites to push an agenda. Why do you think Papoose, after years of writing rhymes for Remy, now him and Busta Rhymes have a new song out, and he just performed at the VMAs? And see, people always try to make it seem like I'm a hater, I'm crazy, just because they can't see. They're not awake. I'm not crazy and a hater because, again, I can see that now of all the times that this person could have got more features, could have got more press, could have, you know, been at more award shows. Now that they've been parading around with some fucking hoochie, now, oh yeah, come to the VMAs. Oh yeah, get on this song with Busta Rhymes. Let's release some new music. And it's like, what does it matter when rap is dead anyway? What does it matter for Papoose to be on a song with Busta Rhymes in 2025. Just a damn mess. But I'm just saying, like, you know, the elites have an agenda to make you not value marriage and to make you not want to get married and to make a mockery of marriage, so you continue to think that marriage is a stupid idea, which is why Offset is like, oh, I'll never get married again. Even though we all know that he was cheating through his whole marriage. And why was he cheating through that entire marriage? Because it wasn't a real marriage. It was an industry marriage. Offset was a bigger artist at the time. Cardi B was trying to get on. And so they put them together to, you know, further their careers and try to make them some like ghetto power couple. That's why I always believe, I mean, I just believe Offset is a hoe and a cheater, but I believe that he treated his marriage to Cardi B like a joke because it wasn't like a real marriage. Offset would never get married again because he's not marriage material. And if it wasn't for the industry, he would have never even married Cardi B. You see what I mean? Like, this shit is all... The end goal is just chaos and destruction. If they can manage to keep Black people separate from each other and, you know, again, separated and not together and bickering and arguing and consistently having conversations about 50-50, like, when you see Black media, it's always about relationships. When most of us are single, like, it's just a bunch of like delusion. It's a bunch of people who are not in relationships talking about hypothetical situations pertaining to relationships that, again, that they're not in. That they're not in. But it's to keep you distracted from all the real shit going on. There's real shit going on. But they want you to be focused on 50-50, who brings to what table, and relationships. Hi, Sandra. Thank you. So I just feel like with Cardi and Stefan, again, I will always feel like Stefan is trying to level up within the industry. And again, a lot of them have to have children to be raised in the system and be raised by the system. And that's why we see Stefan with like all these people pregnant, Cardi B on her 4th kid. You know what I'm saying? We keep seeing that because these people are trying to rise. And it's very obvious that having children is very important for them to rise. Which is why they just keep having babies and babies and babies and babies. It's obvious. I've been peeped. And then American Horror Story did American Horror Story Delicate, in which they confirmed that, yes, like, these people have children so that they can hand over to be used for the agenda. Just like with Trippie Redd and Coi Leray. And many, many others, Holly and DDG. Hey, what's up, Eric? They always have a baby and then immediately break up. And it's because they only needed to get together to have the baby. They were never going to stay together. Once they have the kid, the mission is complete. The business deal is done. So with Cardi B, again, Offset, Tiana Taylor, Iman, Clarissa, Remy Ma, Papoose, these are all people that are being used. Right, yes, these are all people that are being used to convince you that, yeah, like, marriage is stupid and fuck marriage. We shouldn't get married. I forgot to talk to you guys last night about Jewel's, and because I was trying to cap it at an hour and a half. I forgot to talk to you guys about Joel Smith and Mason Disick as it pertains to like the children. So I'm sure many of you have seen, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you follow somebody else, you might have seen the pictures of Joel Smith looking fruity as hell in that GQ shoot for France, for GQ France, in which a dark-skinned man is holding him, and Joel's has like long hair, and he's looking like all feminine and shit, and looking crazy. And I told you guys on Instagram, I said, again, first of all, this is what happens when you are born into the industry, and when you want a career, when you want to be a Nepo baby, you want the Nepo baby special, okay, you're gonna have to do some things. And yeah, like this is just what happens to you. So if you don't recall, or maybe you do, Joel Smith allegedly had a baby. He allegedly got someone pregnant, and we never, hey, what's up, Lexi? We never heard of the situation again. He allegedly got someone pregnant. And then Mason Disick, Kourtney Kardashian's son, he allegedly has a baby. Now, what are the odds? Hey, what's up, Black Queen? Good to see you. What are the odds that both of those young men who are tied to very, very occult families, what are the odds that they, I got my tea. What are the odds that they, oh yes, thank you, yeah. I'm just here, I've got some free time. I need to get my hair done. Hey, Venus. So I'm just like, let me go live and let's chat while I do my hair. We're going to have some good talks. I initially wanted to go live to talk to y'all about like just some real life stuff, but I wanted to get some pop culture topics in there. But I'm just talking about, again, with Cardi B, y'all can watch this on the replay, but with Cardi B and Offset, Clarissa, Papoose, like the industry is working hard to make sure Black people continue to not value marriage properly. But now I'm on the topic of Joel Smith. So Joel Smith and Mason Disick allegedly both had babies. And now, again, it's allegedly because it's never been confirmed. But it just goes to show, like, everybody's got to give something. They're never going to confirm it. But those rumors come from somewhere. They come from somewhere. We didn't make them up. We didn't. Those rumors come from somewhere. Okay. Can we put the AC on? It's hot. I just put the AC on. So yeah, those rumors didn't just come out of thin air. But yeah, Hollywood wants, you know, children. They want you to destroy your marriage. When you destroy your marriage, that's how you level up. Notice how Tiana has leveled up ever since she broke up with Iman. And it's the same way with Cardi. Now, I don't know if Cardi and Offset will go through with the divorce, because again, we're not hearing about them. Yes, Megan Good, all of it. We're not hearing any reports about them in divorce court. All we know is they're still legally married, and Cardi B is yes, I talked about Keita Brunson a few months back. Kim Kardashian, when she left Kanye, it was more and more level up. They level you up when you get a divorce. But the pastor, he seems kind of funky too. I think he's, you know, in on some industry shit too, to be honest with you. I'm not going to even hold you. You know, I don't think he's just, I'm trying to make sure I don't want to like overdo it. I'm telling you, that pastor ain't all the way right. Something with his ass is interesting. Okay, so let's also get into Rihanna. So now we know, okay, everybody's having children for the industry. They're destroying marriage. They got a bunch of people pregnant who are still married. They got a bunch of people who are still married and in new relationships, parading around proudly, even with Lotto and 21 Savage. These 21 Savage is legally married. He's, you know, hiding, but it's kind of been revealed at this point. Oh, he's with Lotto. She's proudly dating a married man. Just fucking crazy. But let's get into Rihanna. So I saw a picture of Rihanna for Girls magazine. And I told you guys, I posted this on the community post too, if you don't follow me on Instagram. I told you guys that Rihanna has consistently been pushing the pregnant man agenda, the train station agenda. She's been pushing that hard because the magazine name is very telling. Like, why is the magazine name called Girls? And it's supposed to make you think home girls, but it's pronounced Homme because it's French. They don't pronounce the H. They don't say the H. Like, when they say the hospital, it's l'hôpital. They don't, because the H is silent. Hey, you from the UK? Hi. So, with Rihanna, pregnant as can be, on a magazine of all magazines called Girls. That's very telling. Just like she was pregnant and modeling for Louis Vuitton men's. Why is a pregnant woman modeling for Louis Vuitton men's? Because they're pushing the agenda. Now, there's somebody on Instagram who claims that these people are wearing moon bumps. Like they're not real bellies. That is a very deep conversation. That's a little bit too down the rabbit hole for me because I can't confirm or deny that. Like, I don't have anything to back that type of theory or statement up. So I don't want to just run with that because that is some serious allegations. Those are serious allegations. But I do believe that some of these people are wearing them. I do. I definitely do. I just can't tell you who, but I think some of them, you know, again, are. I mean, look, here's the gag is Beyonce was clearly wearing something the day that she smushed that belly when she sat down. It's like something was under there. That happened on live TV. And of course, she's never like addressed it. She's talking about it was just a stupid rumor. When people were questioning if she was really pregnant. It's like, it's not a stupid rumor. You sat down and your stomach deflated. Like, and again, you come up with all this advanced technology to show you pregnant. And again, there's a lot of holes in your story. Because, you know, again, I've seen pregnant women, their bellies, everybody knows their bellies don't deflate. There's a whole person in there. So, no, I don't believe that your ass was really pregnant. You were pulling a stunt and you got embarrassed. That shit could have been a whole humiliation ritual. It could have been made or meant to embarrass her. You know, I don't know. But I just know that something in the milk wasn't clean. And if you were supposed to be that far along while pregnant and then that happened, then how could you have possibly pushed Blue out? Because you didn't lie. Just like people knew, right? Wendy called it out. Just like, again, when she was pregnant with the twins, oh, then you want to bring us all up in the birthing room or the emergency room. Then you want to bring us all up in the hospital. You want to take a million pictures, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, because you were actually pregnant that time. But the situation with Blue Ivy, no, babe. That wasn't a real pregnancy. Not at all. Because again, your belly proved that you was a liar. So with Rihanna has been pushing a lot of weird agendas. She's been doing a lot of weird symbolism. I have to update my decode on her today before I leave the house. I still have some time before I go, but I'm just trying to get my hair done before then, because the sooner my hair is done is the better. So I don't have to worry about this for the next couple of days. I try to do my hair like twice a week because my scalp needs to be taken care of. So, you know what I mean? Yes, Wendy called it out. And again, it was just some weird stuff. They got people who believe that Hennessy carried Blossom. They got people who believe that that Cardi B didn't even have Hennessy, didn't even have Blossom. I don't know about all that. That's crazy. But that again, that came from somewhere. I don't know why. There was something that happened that made people believe that. But yeah, people was like, we don't even think Cardi B had Blossom. Crazy. So with Rihanna, you know, she's been running around pregnant, belly out, half dressed, you know, lowering the standards for pregnant women, pushing pregnant men's agenda, pushing demonic fashion agenda. And now she's in the cover of this magazine, and the magazine cover looks strange. I mean, the image is so dark. It's not even a well-lit image. It's like, where was the lighting department? Why is that cover? We can barely see her face, but that's done on purpose. So again, new decode about Rihanna coming, so you can really understand what I'm talking about. But I also want to get on Mariah the Scientist. So I saw a new video of Mariah the Scientist with the blonde hair. And thank you, Eric. And I was like, oh, okay. All that's doing is showing me that, again, level up. Of all the times you could have worn a blonde wig, now, after Young Thug embarrasses the hell up out of you, because the humiliation ritual is done. I been saying it's only a matter of time before she joins IFA. IFA is like that cult in the music industry that Kehlani is a part of. Kehlani's baby daddy accused her of being a part of it. Cardi B is a part of it. SZA is a part of it. Summer Walker is a part of it. And Mariah the Scientist is well on her way. She is well on her way. She's already got the blonde hair. She's getting the collab. She just got a Kali Uchis collab. Kali Uchis is very involved with them people. You know? She already had her baby. I don't know if Mariah the Scientist will have a kid. honestly see it in her future, but not like soon. I don't think she's gonna have a kid with Young Thug. She could have done that already. But I do think she's going to be like a SZA. Another chick that can't sing, but has joined all the right industry cliques and, you know, is down with the get down and will have a big career. I don't know if she'll be big as SZA, but I definitely see more success in Mariah the Scientist future because she is playing the game. Again, the jail phone calls was humiliation ritual. Her sticking by Young Thug in jail, hi everyone, was humiliation ritual. I think Kali Uchis is a great artist, but I just think, again, like, she's definitely, she's just like all the rest. She's taken the oath. She's, you know, the agenda. She already had her kid with Don Toliver. Like, she's doing her thing. I don't really follow her too much. Again, I like some of her music, but she's just another artist. Like, again, that's just, yes, Cali, yes, she did get a lot of plastic surgery. But the Latinos or the Latinas, they'll never like admit it. They'll be like, she's all natural. I've heard this live and in person. She never touched her face. She's natural. They will never admit like that she got a lot of work done. Because they gotta believe that she's naturally beautiful. You know how Latinos are. Like, they're never gonna call one of their own ugly. They have to hype them and be like, oh, they're so beautiful. They're natural. You know? That's her original nose, her original ass. Ciao. So with Mariah, I definitely see more collabs in the future. I don't see a Nicki collab in her future, but I think I don't know if she has a song with SZA, but I definitely just see, again, like more big artists collabing with her and stuff like that. I see it, you know. I think she's gonna continue to rise. No, you're good. So just observation, but that's the end of my topics. I'm gonna have the real world conversation on Instagram. I'm gonna leave this up for my replay gang. Bro, I have some of the craziest trolls. I'm gonna leave this up for the replay gang, and I'm gonna make a new, whatchamacallit, I'm gonna make a new decode for Rihanna, and then I'm gonna post it on the website, and I might cover that in a live video later. So that's all I have, just some shooting the shit. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.